That deadly fertilizer blast in West focused attention on hazardous chemical storage. But tonight, the state has decided you no longer need to know where those facilities are or the potential danger sitting inside them. Channel 8's Brett Shipp tonight joins us with an investigation that impacts every family. Brett?
John, chemical inventories are required to be reported to the state on what's called a Tier 2 form. It's the law. And after the ammonium nitrate explosion in West, we knew it was essential that the public be informed to those dangers. So we accessed those very Tier 2 reports through the State Health Department and created a database of our own and put it on WFAA.com, showing 121 sites across the state where ammonium nitrate is stored. Also, the state fire marshal did the same thing, used that information, created his own map. The public can access this. This is the facility in Athens on his website that caught fire just a few days ago. But a few days ago, also, the state suddenly decided this information can no longer be made public. Why? Tonight, News 8 investigates.
Athens Dispatch, Athens Fire Department needs to respond. Fertilizer plants on fire, Pinkston and Larkin.
It was 2 weeks ago. Emergency responders in Athens, Texas were faced with a potential disaster.
We have heavy smoke showing from this structure.
An old storage building filled with explosive ammonium nitrate was on fire.
We do have a well-involved fertilizer facility.
According to a federal law called the Community Rights and Know Act, the chemical contents of that building had to be publicly disclosed through what's called a Tier 2 report. According to the EPA, states and communities can use the information to improve chemical safety and protect public health and the environment. In Texas, Tier 2 reports are kept on file at the Department of State Health Services, and according to their website, are public information. Citizens may ask for them by simply filling out a request.
10-4, heavy fires coming through the top of the structure.
Yet just days ago, following the ammonium nitrate building fire in Athens, when News 8 asked the state for an updated Tier 2 report on the facility, a state health department spokesman told us, "We're not able to release the kind of information you're requesting." She cited an attorney general's ruling from 3 weeks ago, which denied public access to Tier 2 information because it reveals the location, quantity, and identity of hazardous chemicals likely to assist in the construction of an explosive weapon. Emergency officials and their responders are now the only ones able to access Tier 2 reports.
It's rather absurd. It's going in exactly the opposite direction of where we need to go after West Texas.
Sean Moulton with the Center for Effective Government in Washington says Texans should demand the Attorney General and state health officials to reverse course immediately.
I just think it's irresponsible and incredibly short-sighted to have an emergency, to have officials involved in emergency planning responsible for keeping the public safe, and to say that the public isn't going to be involved in that process.
We even checked with neighboring states, Louisiana, Oklahoma, and New Mexico. Officials in all three states say Tier 2 hazardous chemical information has always been available to the public upon request. So again, why are those reports suddenly off limits in Texas? Watch what happens when producer Jason Trahan tries to ask Attorney General Greg Abbott last week at the GOP convention in Fort Worth.
Excuse me, Mr. Abbott.
Thank you for being a teacher.
Excuse me.
Hey, man, I am late for my next thing. I'll be right back.
Just one question?
I'll be right back.
Abbott left quickly and did not come right back as promised. He declined an on-camera interview. His spokesperson says the decision not to release Tier 2 reports in Texas is being made by the State Health Department. The State Health Department Commissioner David Lakey also declined to interview with News 8. His spokesperson says they won't release any Tier 2 reports until the Attorney General issues another ruling. Dallas County Judge Clay Jenkins says the federal law is clear and he's confused as to why state officials would be risking public safety.
As you want to know where dangerous and potentially explosive materials are, you don't want to put your child in a daycare next to an explosive chemical warehouse.
Or as is currently being debated in Athens, Texas,
For evacuation on all four sides.
whether to allow another ammonium nitrate storage facility to be built in the center of town. Brett Ship, Channel 8 News.